Good afternoon, traders. It is Friday, May 29th, 2015, and the U.S. stock market is closed. Well, I called the Dow down yesterday, hard down for today, and I would have to say we had a hard down today. The Dow ended up closing down 115 points. But you can see here that at one point early on in the day, it was down quite a bit further than that, well below 18,000. And it, most important, it took out this area here, which was the low on the 26. That's quite critical. And because it took that area out and had this significant sell-off at the last 15 minutes of the day, I'm calling the Dow down hard again on Monday. For us bulls, I don't think the selling is over with, and I'm very pleased about this sell-off today. But as I say, I think we're looking for at least one more big sell-off days before we're going to have a big buying day. And we will make money on that big buying day, but this isn't over with yet. Nevertheless, I'm very pleased with this, and I would, as I say, I'm looking for maybe one more day of this. We didn't have a horrible day today, but we didn't make money. We ended up closing out negative about $1,000 on our closeout trades, and we're carrying about negative another $1,000 in open trade equity. But that's not much. We don't, we can sustain that. I'm happy to give that up to see the Dow go into this temporarily kind of bearish pattern. Glad to see it, because this thing is coming down. It's going to set us up very nicely for some buying very, very shortly. I believe that's going to come early next week. I'll show you three of the trades. I'll show you the, kind of the disappointing trade here. This first one is in REPH. Recro Pharma, and I had showed you this yesterday. We had bought this yesterday. It inched its way up here, and we were holding some pretty decent profits. This morning on the open, I looked down on my theoretical open trade equity, and it was showing we were up $3,000 still in Recro Pharma. And I said, okay, that's pretty good. We'll take that. That was the biggest trade we had showing right on the open this morning. And then I looked at the bid-ask price on this, and it was huge. It was just huge. It was like, from the ask was like plus 3,000, and the bid was into the red. Huge bid ask. So in real time, I fudged around with that and managed to get out with a small profit. But the actual sell down here was negative about $900. So this weekend I'm going to probably redo our portfolio, and I think I got to throw this thing out because it's just too thin. It's just too thin. I cannot tolerate bid-ask spreads of $3,000 or so, even on the open. So I think Recro Pharma is going into the trash can this weekend. Fortunately, that wasn't the only trades we had. We had a couple good ones here. This is an Advaxis. This has been really good for us. We bought this yesterday, and then it had actually closed slightly against us, but then we had this nice big push up on the open, and we got out here and we actually took $2,200 out of Advaxis here. Well, that's fine. That looks like a pretty good exit if you just look at this part of the chart, because it did come back and then it started moving up again, and yeah, we ended up buying it again today. And I thought, oh no, here we go, and then because it went against us, then it came back, and we are actually holding positive about $360 in Advaxis on the re-entry. So everything about this, both trades, looks pretty good to me. But anyway, that was Advaxis definitely was moving against the overall trend. And then finally, this was the star of the day. This is OVA Science, and OVA Science has been kind of a hair shirt stock for us. By that I mean it has been really irritating. We have not done well in OVA Science, but today we got in, and it behaved very nicely. It went up, kind of made a high here, then pulled back, but then it came back. Didn't quite take out that high, but did close very nicely, and we are holding about $2,500 in open trade equity on OVA Science, so that really looks good. Anyway, a small losing day today for our portfolio, but I am very encouraged by the fact we got a good sell-off in the Dow, and I'm looking for that to do a little bit more on Monday, and we will possibly be set up for some good profits after that. So you guys have a great weekend. This is Trader Bob signing off. I'll see you all next Monday.